Each one of these men in a team concept or a team stack of CQB have a specific role to play. The right answer for the number one man is, upon entry, go to the greatest unknown and give up to known to the guys behind you. And the rule of thumb is that once your muzzle breaks the threshold, you at that point need to pick a corner or pick a side to go to. Number two man will go opposite of the number one man. We say the number one man also sets the pace for the entire stack. We say the one man needs to go to the greatest unknown. However, the one man is never wrong. He could have made a decision, yep, I'm gonna go right, but upon that step center, he sees something that now makes him go left. Number two man, you just have to be very flexible and switched on. The one man can do a quick little fake out and still go wherever he wants, right? You can punch him in the face later, but for the time being, he's not wrong. However, that spacing between assaulter needs to be tight, because especially between the one and two man, because you guys have the most dangerous jobs. You're the first ones in here. You got to get those corners. As they're doing this, they're collapsing their sectors to each other. That means that they're making sure that their sectors of fire are interlocking so that between the two, they can get as much of the room with their eyes and their guns as they can. And if it's a number three man, he's going to start collapsing to the number one man's side. That is who he supports, because he is going in the same direction as the number one man. If it's number four man, he is going to start center with his sector of fire and start collapsing to his supporting side for the number two man. Making entry, Damien's going to get this squeeze and release. He's going to step center and start walking through. He's already chosen a side in his head. John, you're just paying attention to which way he goes. Johnny comes in, drops center, starts collapsing to his other side. Damien at this point takes two corners, because the number one man is going to take two corners on a center fed room, naturally achieving depth and being able to see behind all that dead space. However, if Damien gets tied up or if he has like a longer movement, John, that's where you're switched on. This is why we collapse our sectors en route to point of domination, because we need to be able to see our other assaulters and see, are they okay? Are they in a hand-to-hand? Did they fall in the hole? As you guys are collapsing to Damien, you're really collapsing off like 1 foot off his muzzle. That's kind of that safe space. What we don't want to do is put ourselves in a position where you are driving that gun so hard that you overdrive past me as your threat, and you know, because again, you may see me, he may not, because there's a bookshelf or something here like a partition. This is why collapsing our sectors and route to POD are so important. The problem with taking any kind of steps forward out of your POD is that what you're doing now is you are closing angles. When you take that one step, all you're doing is closing off one more angle for him, right? If there was some kind of opening here or something, you're not gonna see it, he does, but now you're in his way, you're in his line of fire. That's why POD is so important. No one is looking through their sights. We're all looking over our sights. We wanna make sure that our peripheral and our field of view is nice and open. Otherwise, what we do is when we walk through our sights, it turns into a paper towel tube, and all you see is what you see in there and nothing else. Everything else is blurry and black. High ready is preferred in CQB. Low ready can be doable, but there's a lot more safety risks. For example, just flagging that comes with low ready in CQB.